Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2, back on the Courageous, on our way to our next location. And what will it be today? Oh, having said that, I did say that I would check who were the remaining. Check quests. And East Celtic Highway. Alright, let's leave that with the North by Northeast as our two final monsters. We can do that.
Where do you want to go?
Alright, we ended it with Guerrilla Fortress. That means for now, let's go to Orc's Fort first before heading over to another big city. Even bigger than Roar, I believe. Bareahard. Because I think if we have finished Bareahard, we are practically there, because with Legram, it's not as big. It's okay. So let's go to the fortress first.
Leave it to me!
I can't stand this. The decisive battle is drawing near. Why can we not take part in it? If only Duke Albrea hadn't been arrested. Ah, if only that hadn't happened. I can't stand this. The decisive battle is about drawing near. Lord Rufus will be taking command over in Heimdallr. The outcome of the battle is clear from the start. Lord Rufus would never be defeated. It is time for those damn reformers to pay the price for humiliating us time and time again. Yeah, you really are in some kind of echo chamber, aren't you? Trust me, he's not gonna win. Welcome. It's always nice seeing customers stop in. The battle here left me in shock for a while, but I'm feeling better now, promise. Can't be gloomy forever when everyone always tells me they love my cheerful personality. I made tons of folks worry, so it's time to make up for that through work. Feel free to order whatever you like. Everything on our menu is surprisingly good. Both Spare and I tried to convince Ulrika to return home, but there really is no guarantee that she'll be any safer there. I'll be returning to Bareahard shortly, but I hope things remain peaceful here for her sake. Ulrika's always kind to the customers here, myself included. Poor girl, I'll be praying to Aidos that things remain peaceful here. Well, Ulrika says she doesn't want to pack it in just yet. Hard not to be worried about her after witnessing that crazy battle. But, well, I guess I'll just have to see how things go from here. Don't worry about us, we'll get by. I don't know where you're all headed, but good luck. Thank you very much. We'll be doing the best we can. I think that's it. I think there's no one else out here, is there? Nope.
Where do you want to go?
To Bareahard.
Full speed ahead!
All at the center of it. Oh, that's where we have the streets. I think I'm just gonna go to the airport and start making our way from there. Due to the battle about to take place in Heimdallr, all flights have there been cancelled for the day. Please note that other flights may also be affected by this as well. We do apologize for the inconvenience. Alright, how many people? A little group, not too bad. We can't go home? Mommy, what are we gonna do? But our flight home, what are we going to do? Oh, what's the meaning of this? Mort, I demand an explanation. This is the result of you spending too long shopping, sir. Well, enough with excuses. Arrange a flight out of here at once. As you wish, sir. I fear this would happen. Still, I will protect Master Samuel at all costs. Yeah, but I do like the really very subtle jab at him, like, you took too long. If you weren't such a little shit at the store, we would have been home by now. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that all flights to Heimdallr today have been cancelled. I'll be sure to inform you as soon as we have any new information, so please, bear with us until then. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, can you imagine if they were so arrogant that flights would still be happening even though war is raging on just at Heimdallr? Yeah, just crazy. Well, the Emperor's security is handled by the most elite of the Imperial Guardsmen. And the Imperial Guardsmen themselves are made up of the finest soldier in the Valimar provincial army, I believe. Do take care, Lord Jusis. I await your safe return. We'll do all we can to keep the Courageous in excellent working order. Take care, everyone. I will await your return. Yeah, that I do truly believe. But for now, we have an entire city to go over. I have heard of a certain group assisting the Noble Alliance too, some of which are remnants of the Imperial Liberation Front even. Requesting aid from Jaegers was bad enough, but must we stoop so low as to rely on terrorists as well? Heimdallr would never fall to those reformist cretins. Both Lord Rufus and the Noble Alliance's most elite warriors are stationed there. They should just crush those reformers already and return us to the halcyon days of noble rule. Yeah, and this is what I mean, like, they're so indoctrinated by all noble beliefs that they can't even fathom that, that they're gonna lose. I must admit, with Heimdallr being so far away, I had little interest in what was happening there, but hearing that the battle is set to take place there has piqued my interest. Perhaps I'll return home early today to catch the radio broadcast. I've heard there's one radio station there successfully avoided being censored. Maybe I'll return home today so we can all listen to it. Yes, Radio Trista is really making it happen. The citizens have been compliant with our warnings to keep their distance from Heimdallr. Fortunately enough. It is still too soon to relax, however. We know when Kelver will make their move now that Crossbell settled down. I hope we can bring this war to an end swiftly. Yeah, because I do believe that if the war is won today, it would definitely keep our mind at peace in regard to Kelvard. At least for the time being. Another day, another chance. Meeting with Lady Eslin. Ideally, I would have had Lady Viola return home promptly today, but I suppose this is better than watching her sit at home solemnly all day. Convincing Lady Viola to return home during situations like this is a trial I've yet to overcome. Today, though, is different. I'll succeed for sure this time. Oh, yes, did you hear about the tax increase being repealed? It's time to spend, 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 my dear friend. We'd be fools to let a day like this slip us past. Oh my, if it isn't Viola. Out shopping again, are we? Oh, I know, not to mention the fact that those Imperial Army soldiers are actually rather nice. My apologies, but I need to be going. I've got the most lovely dress to pick out. Yeah, even though the tax being repealed was for other reasons, they are again reaping the benefits for it. Oh, did you hear? Lord Jusis apparently abolished all of the wartime taxes. What a relief. I was worried they stick around despite Cruzen being removed from the war. Lord Jusis seemed to have a surprisingly good grasp on what the common people need. The fact that he can meet the needs of both classes proves his capability as the Bareahard family's future head. The fact that Lord Jusis can provide for both classes needs to prove his ability as the Bareahard family future head. Not to imply that it's set in stone, of course. Lord Rufus is also clearly a potential candidate. Yeah, and at this time, Personally, I think Rufus is more adequate, but Eustace is making really nice strides on that front. Oh, Lord Rufus was kind enough to abolish the wartime taxes for us. We can't thank him enough. Still, I can't help but feel uneasy over Bareahard's future. Regardless of who wins the war, there's always going to be someone left unsatisfied with the outcome. Especially when you think about how things are nowadays. Will we even be able to keep our stores open? I do not know. A kitty watch. Didn't know it was part of a set, but I'll take it. Yeah, like I said before, if I can, I do want to get an accessory of everything. Especially since at this moment I'm actually pretty decently stocked with money. So I really can do that. Oh, I wonder if Lord Rufus himself will take part in the battle at Heimdallr. He seems like an upstanding young man, but the rumors circulating about the Noble Alliance of late are a bit disconcerting. I'm not entirely sure whose success we should be praying for anymore. Rumor has it that His Majesty is being held captive by the Noble Alliance. That alone makes it difficult to support them alone. I truly get that. Passion leggings. There have been rumors about the other towns spreading around recently. Things like what happened to Celtic, Trista's liberation. Everyone's going through harsh times, yet they're still pulling through. I should be doing the same. Hearing about what's going on in the other cities made me realize that I'm lucky to be in Bareahard. I can't sit around being scared when everyone else has it so much worse. Good. The Noble Alliance is continuing to dominate in the western Erebonia. They've got the advantage in numbers, weapons, morale. It's no surprise, really. I can't help but wonder how the battle at Heimdallr will turn out. Focusing on work today has proven to be rather difficult. Just how will this war end? And I do wonder that once we reconquer Heimdallr, will the next game, like Cold Steel 3, be more about getting Eastern Erebonia back under control? Or will at least the other part that the Noble Alliance is winning profusely at this point? The Master will be helping to defend Heimdallr in the battle under the banner of the Noble Alliance. Judging from his letters, he's very excited at the prospect. The same can't be said for my lady or the rest of the household, however. I'll have to keep them company for the day, it seems. I'm honestly more worried about my lady and the children than the Master. Perhaps I should return home early today to keep them company. Well, that does sound like a very nice idea. Well, word has it that the barrier surrounding Crossbell has vanished. Does that mean their new weapon has been rendered useless? While I'm concerned about the battle at Heimdallr, Crossbell seems like a more pressing concern. Erebonia has been left practically defenseless against Crossbell after the loss of the Grelia fortress. It's entirely possible that Kelfer will decide to finally make their move too, so I can't help but be tense these days. Yeah, I do get that. Hard handbook. This was one of the recipes at the trader, wasn't it? Ooh, Gambler Jack finale. Oh wait, is it? No, the one. Yeah, the one we delivered was from chapter Gambler Jack 2, wasn't it? Is I think so. Oh well, since it's on inventory 0, I would get it regardless, even if this was the ones we already delivered. We're gonna make another set. Alright, they're not at the benches, so let's hope they're at home. There's no real reason to go there right now. Right. Word has it that Marquis Rogner has withdrawn his forces from the Noble Alliance. On the other hand, we've heard a somewhat different version of that rumor in the Imperial Chronicle. I haven't the foggiest idea what's going on anymore. Whatever happened to the Noble Alliance's so-called dominion in this war? I must admit that this is cause for concern. Yep, and that's why you can never believe war propaganda. I can admit that Ducal Bareahard certainly went too far this time, but that doesn't make it any easier to swallow having Imperial Army troops stationed here. How long will this drag on for? At least till the end of the war. The civil war that took place in the Middle Ages raged on for a number of years. I certainly hope history doesn't repeat itself in that regard. On that I agree. I hope the war doesn't last too long. I'm afraid they don't have much choice in the matter. Erebonia is the best left in the hands of the nobles. Our glorious empire would only crumble under the jurisdiction of the Chancellor's lapdogs. Let us think about this rationally for a moment. Is it even feasible for the Noble Alliance to lose? I think not. Not only do we have our soldat units, but the Pantocruel too. Not to mention Lord Rufus's cunning. The Imperial Army has simply gotten by on flukes until now. I'm certain they should be eradicated this time. Yeah, they have me, the Ashen Knight. They'll be fine. Oh, woe then, my friend. Hear my plight. Teresia's going to Heimdallr. This isn't what I had in mind when I taught her how to use a gun. Calm yourself, friend. She won't be taking part in the battle itself, shall she? The courageous belongs to the Imperial family too, does not? You should think it an honor. That's not the issue here. She is well aware that our family doesn't have a high enough status to have a say on how this war should be fought. This is all due to that commoner's influence. She's going to get a scolding of her life when she returns. Yeah, but in the end, you did let her go, so you are partly to blame. She must have her reasons. Perhaps you should have considered being somewhat less overprotective too. But... you wouldn't understand if you had a daughter of your own. Good grief, I do hope he regains his composure soon. Yeah, he is a little bit whiny. A new page in the history of Erebonia is being written. We can only hope that it won't detail tragic events. The very least I can do for now is put my prayers into music. Perhaps the goddess herself will hear it. May peace come to us all. Hear, hear. And yeah, the music you create will definitely calm people's minds, and that in itself is already a blessing. There seems to be a dramatic decrease in people celebrating New Year's this year. Granted, I can understand why. Let us pray that the new year will treat us all very well. Well, it's the highest quality S-1 could hope for. Satisfaction guaranteed. I fear it's close to 2 zeros over your stated budget, however. Oh, but that's just a trivial matter. I'm certain Father will do something about it. Well, if you say so. The nobility truly are ferocious spenders. This lady especially so. Yeah, I fear for her father. Lady Clarice and I happen to be staying at the same hotel, you see. She asked if I knew any merchant who deal in jewelry, so I brought her along to meet Bareahard. She seems to have quite the eye for quality too, a trait very befitting for a noble. Yeah, and some other thing a noble should be befitting is knowing how much money you have to spend. Oh my, so this is a 30-carat Esmelas? Simply beautiful. I feel as though such a beautiful jewel could be wasted on a necklace, however. Oh, perhaps you could pair it up with this lovely Carnelia? Oh, but goodness me, I can hear this Sephiroth calling my name too. He's going on a full side of all jewels, isn't it? I fear for her father sometimes. I've been informed that you intend to participate in a battle at Heimdallr. Do take care. I say this especially for you, Lord Justice. Please, don't forget that there are those who wish you to return safely. I am aware. Worry not, however. I have every intention of returning. Understood. We'll be waiting for you. Take care during the upcoming battle. We look forward to your safe return. Aw man, did you guys hear the news about Radio Trista? They're going to be broadcasting the battle at Heimdallr live. The question is whether or not the Imperial Army can actually do anything to Duke Cayenne and his forces. I mean, the Cayenne household powerful enough to have martial ties to the Imperial family. In that sense, Duke Cayenne's basically the noble version of Chancellor Osborne. I really gotta catch this. I certainly hope you will be working on tonight's dishes between all that excitement. yeah, coming right up. Well, I should probably get back to work now. Hammond threatened to take away my chef title if I kept messing up. But I really want to listen to the radio broadcast. Alrighty. Daddy's still at Oryx Ford. Why don't he come home? Mommy's all sad, so I'm not even in the mood to play today. I want Daddy to come home. My husband is yet to return despite Cruiser no longer playing part in the war. He's stubbornly adamant about remaining at his post until the war is over. Has seen no consideration for those who worried sick about him. Oh, Ideos, please bring my stubborn mule of a husband back to us. Well, I think praying is the only thing you can do in this situation. Word has it that Marquis Rogner has withdrawn his forces from the Noble Alliance. On the other hand, we heard somewhat different version of that rumor in the Imperial Chronicle. I have not the foggiest idea what's going on anymore. As you might already know, a fierce battle is at place near Heimdallr. Both sides already have their troops stationed there. I suspect that all of you will be heading there as well. Do take care. It pains me to say that I can't stop you from going. The very least I can do is pray for your safety. We received word of a fierce battle that had place near Heimdallr. As a safety precaution, all flights to the capital have been grounded. We would also highly recommend that all of our customers stay away from the region. But should you have no choice, I recommend exercising extreme caution. We received word of a fierce battle. Do take extra care. We will, don't worry. We've had far less customers ever since the Duke's arrest, which is now things should probably been from the beginning probably. It feels like the people of Bareahard had forgotten that until now. The fact that our economy was thrived in the middle of civil war really was strange, now that I think about it. Looks like we were all too willing to overlook that for the sake of maintaining the status quo. Well, maintaining the status quo will only last you for a certain amount of time. Eventually, it will change. Well, I've heard talk about a battle set to take place at Heimdallr soon. Apparently, it will be the deciding factor in who wins this war. It's just a shame that people suffer regardless of the outcome. I can't seem to control my nerves anymore. Well, it's kind of a natural response for a boy. Having all this nervousness in you, not knowing how the war should end. Well, I think even regular adult people should be able to get those feelings as well. Oh, we had an influx of nobles coming in today to relieve their worries. Of course, they should feel no shame in doing so. Fate unites us all regardless of status. Let us pray together, then for Eidos is always with us. We had an influx of nobles coming in today. Yeah, because if we can't win, You can always pray for it. Hey, where are you guys going? Is it dangerous outside? So be careful. We will. Make sure you listen to what Annette tells you, understood? Yeah. Well, Justus said we should stay in the church for now. There's a lot of books here too, so Rabbi's happy. This really is a nice place. I decided to follow Sister Tatiana's example and devote myself to helping others, especially seeing as things are bound to become even harsher for now. Of course, there's not such much someone like me can do, but even then I must try. Perhaps this is what noble oblige is truly about. Yeah, because even if you don't have money, there are still things you can do. Oh, just when will you grant us peace? Archbishop Amon was working well into the night yesterday. He seems to have something on his mind, but he refuses to speak to anyone about it. I'm concerned about his health as well, seeing as how he's doing this on top of his daily masses. I'll have to do whatever I can to lighten his burden. I feel the same. I hear this war final battle will be taking place in Heimdallr. Not only that, but 2 great knights of legends will be involved as well. My apologies. Mind me no heed. There's no point in worrying. Let us do nothing but change fate. Let us offer our prayers instead. Yeah, I'll take it. Even if it's just a prayer, the context really does matter. Alright, 2 more pieces of Bareahard to go. And yeah, this town is so big. Oh well. If we put our minds to it, we can have it done in a jiffy. Exactly. Oh my, it's really chilly today, isn't it? The winter cold has never been too kind on these old bones. Oh, let's go home for the day, Bootsy. It's hard to believe that the year's almost over already. I wonder what next year will bring. The city remains peaceful for the time being. We'll make sure to carry out our duty regardless of what happens. Good luck with your own affairs. I must confess though, I initially thought you were all just another bunch of naive students. I can clearly see that's not the case anymore. Good luck out there. Thank you very much. Can we get there? Master Gorty, please, deep breaths. Think of your blood pressure. Ah, quiet, you buffoon! This never would have happened in an issue if you had informed me earlier. Are you suggesting this is my fault? Why am I to blame? I urge you to calm yourself, Master Gorty. I shan't give up here. It took me years to build up all those assets. Never in a million years will I let it end like this. I swear on my status as a noble. I will do whatever it takes to get it all back. Yeah. I think you will have a big problem with that. Oh, Master Gorty has a rivalry with another count named Richmond. The master received a letter from him not long after his assets up and vanished too. Apparently, he went out of his way to laugh at Master Gorty's misfortune in the most insulting manner possible. I do believe they have more in common than they like to admit. Probably, but don't let them join up forces together, cause it would be a even worse tidal wave. Do we want to get in here? 'Cause technically we can. While we won't be able to join you at the Imperial Villa, we wish you the best of luck. The success of this operation will serve as a vital step towards ending this war. The provincial army seems rather put out when they've been ordered to stay at the Orc Fort. I am worried they might do something reckless should they start getting stir crazy. Not to mention the Calvert could be making their move any time now too. We'll have to remain on guard. That is definitely true. Master Hancock plans on returning on his own. I can't see any of us being able to stop him. Allowing him to go off on his own is out of the question, however, so I plan on accompanying him. The current state of affairs is precisely why I can't leave our people be. Surely you both understand that? We do, but that doesn't mean you have to go all by yourself. At the very least, allow me to go with you. There is no need to worry. It is not like the battle at Heimdallr will reach our lands. I need you here to look after the children, Lorna. We can't just leave them all alone. Good day, Lord Juices. My deepest apologies for not being able to offer you anything. Not at all. More importantly, things are likely to get exponentially worse from here on out. I'd ask that you take extra care from now on. I could say the very same. Excuse me? I can only assume you plan on diving straight into danger? That's the sort of young man you've always been. May we both return to Bareahard alive and well. Indeed. I look forward to us meeting us again. Oh, why does he have to be so stubborn right now? But it's not as if I can forbid him from carrying out his duties as a lord. Very well then. If this is how it's going to be, then I can at least make sure both of our home and children remain safe. Yeah. And of course, taken care of. Is Daddy gonna go somewhere? Why is he gonna go by himself? I don't wanna let him go. He's staying. Daddy has to stay home. Hey, what's wrong? Why are you all sad? Tell me, tell me. I don't like it when everyone's sad. It makes me sad. That is true. We're a lot of children, but even some adults as well. If everyone is sad, then you get sad too. Does show you how empathetic you are. Alright, one more place to go. Artisan Street. Oh man, listen to this. Dad finally left me in charge of putting the finishing touches on one of our products. I can finally call myself a jeweler. Heck yeah. Probably shouldn't get too ahead of myself though. Granted, I still have a long way to go before I'm a pro. Still gotta work on my gem cutting and other processing techniques. But the day will come, I'll make sure of it. Alright, the expensive store. Brock's still not good enough to be left in charge with a high quality material yet, I'm afraid. That is why I've been handing him stuff that's easy to work with. To me, it's good to see that he's motivated. It will be interesting to see how things play out from here. Yeah, and when do you stop helping him? Let him make his mistakes on his own. Lord Justice will be going to Heimdallr where Lord Rufus awaits. Don't worry. Rufus himself instructed me to act based on my own convictions and pride. Said convictions happen to not overlap with his own, that's all there is to it. True. Is that how it is? Then let's see where those convictions lead both of you. Which is a very wise thing to say. Hey, welcome. Seems like there's gonna be another fight or something, huh? We're probably gonna be crazy busy thanks to all the people that will be stuck here till it's over. Better get a room quick. Do the Noble Alliance and Imperial Army really plan on taking each other head on? You have to feel bad for the people in Heimdallr as it is, but we shouldn't forget about the people in the city outskirts. I don't want civilians to end up getting caught in all of this. There's a program called Radio Trista that keeps leaking news every now and then. So far, their broadcasts have been coincided with the rumors of floating around town, so I think it's safe to trust them. I can guarantee you it's safe to trust them, because we have handled them a little bit before. Oh no, they've restricted access to the trains again. They're kind of an imperative for a traveling merchant like me. I guess I'll have to wait and see how things go today. Alright, that it? It is. Not as busy as I thought it would be. Huh, is it really December already? Perhaps it's time to search for a second job to help repay my loan. I did succeed in extending the deadline, but there's still the high interest rate to deal with. Yeah, but at this point, you're just a glorified commoner, man. With all those debts. Oh, thank the kind goddess in the sky above, Lord Juice decided to abolish all the tax hikes. Life shouldn't be nearly as rough from here on out. All that's left for the wars to come to an end. Then things will be back to normal. Ah, if only that were to happen. It's a relief knowing we can't have to deal... It's a relief knowing that we don't have to deal with those taxes anymore. I guess I can see it in my heart to give that poor Baron a piece of discount now that they're gone. I'd hate to see him get more depressed as he already is. Let's be honest. Ooh, what the hell? Damn, that's a decent increase as well. People, I think we just found a store that does handle the things we want. Crystal dresses and platinum jackets. Damn. That's gonna be a lot of money. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a lot more money than I have at the moment. As to be expected, but yeah. We can definitely start dressing at least our main characters with these pieces, because these are really good actually. Huh? Is the war not over yet? Nobles really have a lot of free time. I bet there wouldn't be any war if they had actually work to do instead. Another busy day in the life of Cherry. Maybe the nobles should learn from me. I gotta laugh at the nobles acting all worried about those Heimdallr rumors. Must be nice when that's the only thing you need to be concerned about. Meanwhile, the rest of us are still struggling to make a damn living. Hey, maybe they should try working instead. Might help them tackle their own minds of everything. Maybe. Alright, that's it for Bareahard, the biggest city that I think is on the map. Done and dusted. Perfect. And we learn of clothing pieces that were here that are more than marginally better than what we have, so I'm definitely gonna have to grind and invest in this location, definitely. But let's see, what do we still have left?
Where do you want to go?
Only Legram and Trista. So those are 2 locations we still have left to do. And beside that we have the 2 monsters. One of East Celtic, so it's somewhere between Nevercraven Bridge and Celtic itself. And the other one is in the northern parts of the settlement. But we'll find it, so I think I'm gonna leave it here. Next time we're gonna go to Legram, talk to everyone there, and after that we're gonna hunt us down the last 2 monsters on our list. Yes, and then when we have all the optional quests done, we're gonna report back to Prince Olivert and see where the main story takes us, because we'll then have Legram done, we have Trista done, we have the monsters done. I think we should then be ready, right? And with the 2 other side quests done, we might have enough Zemurian ore pieces to give Rean his upgraded weapon as well. Because like Rean and Laura are the 2 main characters with the highest chance of staying in our party. So that would be a good investment. But yeah. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we're moving on to the last 2 places on the map, seeing what we can find. See you then, bye bye.